You know, this is when you're playing the guard and somebody's posturing up on you a lot. Okay, so, you know, we do this move a lot, like with the Turkish get up, it's the elbow to hand. You know, wherever arm we're posted on that side, we're going to come to that shoulder too with the opposite hand. So I'm elbow to hand and I close the distance off. I don't leave this choked up because you can bowl me right over, trap my arm. So I'm out here like this. This is the initial, and usually that's what happens. I'm either going to try to push him away, either I get a foot and a hip here, and I use them as a crutch, where I make my hips light, and come out to the sides, so maybe he'll follow in, and I'm in a, you know, a wizard position or a front headlock position, whatever. But what happens a lot of times, we're going to set a sweep up off of here if we can't get out. They're going to tackle in on your legs or drive forward, make it hard for you to get your hips away. So when I come up like this, he starts driving into me, I'm just going to let this arm go by and go right to the lat. You know, if he's got a gi on, it's a much easier grab, handhold, but I'm just going to stick my fingers right in the lat, right here. Now, a lot of problems with this sweep is people tend to try to kick this leg over like a kick, like this, like I'm going to throw Ryan over with just my hip, you know, my hip extensor. So what I'm actually going to do is I'm going to place this on the ground back here close to his knees, right close to his base, and I'm going to pull with the lat and I'm going to drive this hip right into his chest. Basically use my hip power and throw him over right to the mount. That's the initial move. You know, that would be the most successful thing you get out of this, other than a submission. But positionally speaking, from guard to mount, that's the deal. So first things, he's starting to posture up where I can't break him down. He's going away. He's looking to pass. I got to open my guard up and follow him up here. So he's starting to push into me a little bit. I'm going to go right to the lat, and I'm going to hip through. Hip and step. Not to the mount, to your knees on the other side. You're on both sides, now we're in the mount. Now we start looking to our attacks. Okay. So the sweep, we've set that up. What everybody does to stop a sweep initially is going to be a post. You're going to post this arm when you start feeling this base go this way. That's why it's important to have a tight leg here too. Because he's going to try to post with his base too. So after I follow him up and I go to the lat, I start to go and he posts an arm here. So that's going to allow me to let go here and grab here. Now, if I can get this in, I can continue with the sweep. I can go here to this post and I can maybe rip this arm over and finish. Possibly. Super strong guy, maybe not. We're going to try a little change in direction. So he postures up, I follow up, he starts driving in me knowing that if he stays out too far, I'm going to squirt my hips out and I'm gone. So he starts to drive in, there's the post, I can't get it in, I'm going to keep that hook here and I'm going to drop, kind of collapse myself into his hand. And I'm going to catch with this hand. I'm going to catch here. Okay? And I'm going to try to use this momentum to get my knee up high on this side and I'm out to the side. Now I'm looking for the submission. I'm already locked in with a figure four. Ideally we're thumb to thumb here. Arm pressure down into his armpit, travel this up, keeping it tight to his body through the tap. Okay? So, 3 moves here, basically. He's posturing up to get away. I follow him up, especially in a fight. This is when the punches start. He's got distance here. I got to close this up. Now he's in trouble as far as trying to do any damage. Go here. I'm powering through. He posts. I can't get it. I collapse down. I make the hook, and I get myself out to this side as fast as I can. You know, there's a couple of tricks in here with the feet. If he's got a base that's in here where I can get a hold of, where I can lengthen him out. But otherwise, nice hook in here so we can't pass on that side. Downward pressure. Travel up, nice and tight. Okay, now, this goes deeper than that, of course. We're going to set up that Kimura, and we'll do one move off of that, and then we're going to change the type of pressure that he gives. You can either push on you with his hands, or come head in, side. Like grab around your hips, pull your base, suck your base into him. Now we're going to change the way we attack. So now we're here, same set of moves. I go to the lat, I go to sweep, he posts, I come here, I attack. You know, he starts to straighten his arm out. Before I can get to it, I'm going to sneak this foot into his hip and let him rotate his own arm out. And now I lock this base in and extend the arm upward. Okay? All I'm doing is allowing him to roll it into position, but I have to stop him here, otherwise he'll suck his hips up, and then see, now it's gone. I lost it. Okay? So same thing, setting up, we're here, boom, tried to go out, he goes, I attack in, here, start straightening it out, I catch his hip, let him roll it, upward. And I'm just pushing down here, this drives the forearm right into the elbow, and wrenching up, there. Keeping the hip here. This catch is important, because if not, he's gonna drive this hand all the way, and now he's got me, now I gotta reset, and I just gave up all my offense. Square one. So, up here, now he's going to change his pressure. Say, some guys, especially if they're kind of green or kind of new, they're going to get in here and they're going to push with their arms in here like this to get you down. Well, this is a good setup, especially if he's got a gi. I can get a little more a handle on here. I'm going to fall back, but I got to be sure that when I fall back, I got to be able to have some hip mobility here. So I'm going to have to use this leg, just like when you throw a normal arm bar, to pull myself to him. I fall back, this leg comes high, and I can pull myself up to the submission. See, I'm pulling myself up. I'm just attacking this arm that's on the inside. I'm here to push me down with his arms. I come inside, bring up, and catch it. If he starts to back away, I got to be able to, see how I keep this leg here? This holds my hips up into the elbow. If I get lazy leg here, there's a hole. He's passing me, I'm in trouble. Okay, so this is just another little sneak move. If you get up in here and he's strong and he's pushing across your chest here like this, I can come up and work for the arm bar here. Okay, and then there's other things. If he slips an arm out, we can start attacking that way, but that's going farther than we want to go with this. Okay, one more set. Finish it off. We're going to do the same sit-up guard, and he's going to wrap his arms around my base and drive into me, kind of like the friendship position. His head's going to be on the side, and I'm going to attack him with the guillotine. And we're going to use the guillotine as a setup as well, if we can. So I do the same thing. He's posturing up here. I'm going through my stuff, and he goes in here. I'm going to go for the guillotine here. I'm just going to release, arm in, guillotine, get to here. I start to lock up. He starts to posture up like this. I'm going to try to hook under his arm. Here. Right over here. He's already trapped. I just went from the guillotine here, drive it up, and I'm going to catch. Just from here, he starts to drive in, I'm going to snake up and catch. It helps if I bring my body over to this side a little bit so I can get here. See, that's nice and tight in here. Now, I'm not going to be able to get this foot in here for a sweep unless I drop it to the ground, pick up here, and now I can slip it. See that little move? I'm here, I pick up his shoulders, his base follows up, I hook in. There's that hook that we go over 100 times. Here. Now I lift up, right at the knee, not here, too heavy. Out here, up, and over. How was that one? You can hang on to that and sit back with a nice neck crank if you want into that position. But, so, depending on how he's trying to defend, if he's at the sit guard, if he's posturing up, he stays away, I'm out. He bowls in, I start looking for the sweep, I can't get that. Even if you just fake the guillotine, I get in here like this, I start working for the choke, I can't get my hands clasped. I get over here and try to drive this through and catch over the top. Now I can't get my leg in here unless I get, let's turn a little bit, oh, this way. I can't, he's in here tight, he's driving into me. I'm not going to be able to get my knee, I'm all blocked up here. I have to get heel to the ground, create a hole by turning my hip and slipping that under. Out here to the base, turn, lift, turn, here. Wow.
That's all I get for free.
That's all you get.
Cut.
For episode.